It is Saturday, December 5th today. My husband and I just ran in to grab a few groceries. His wedding ring was being resized at our jeweler's, so we picked that up. He hasn't had it for about a month, and so he's really excited to get that. Then we actually decided to grab a tree from Save on Foods this year. It's very, very unlike us. We normally grab our hot chocolate and Fireball and snowshoes and the dog and go for a drive way up in the mountains and find some snow and make a whole day of it. But this year we have such a busy kind of weekend going on, lots of stuff going to do, and so yeah, we just decided to grab them from Save on Foods. We did this a couple of years ago and it worked out really well. The tree was gorgeous, so I figured why not, right? My husband right now is just picking up an oil pan of some sort from from a powder coating place. He's working on an old Ford.
Engine parts!
And yeah, so he's gonna work on that a little bit, and I'm gonna take you along with some tree making this afternoon. Not tree, wreath making. Do you wanna help me make wreaths?
No.
No, you sure? He helped me get the greens. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna take you along with me today. Okay, you have to excuse my lumberjack appearance because it is freezing cold out here. There has been like an amazing hoarfrost, H-O-A-R is what they call it, and over the evening, and it was just down to -7, absolutely beautiful. And yeah, it's a little bit chilly. Hope you can hear me over my Christmas music, but I'm actually gonna go turn that down. Okay, I couldn't turn it down from outside, but I moved it. So I am going to be making some wreaths. This is something that I've done for the past few years. And last year I was actually the wreath fairy, and I went to a few friends' houses and I delivered, I know this is chilly, I delivered some wreaths to some friends and they absolutely loved it. So I have my Emma cabled ear warmer on to keep my ears warm, and I might even tuck my hood up because it is freezing out here. But you can see our Christmas tree in the back there. I'm going to snip that apart and let it open. So to make your own wreath, you need some wreath frames. I really like these wire ones. These ones are actually quite small, but I wasn't able to find very many big ones this year. Everyone's crafty with COVID. So I actually really like this size, and I think actually this one was saved from my friend from last year because she was so smart about it. So I'm gonna do a couple this size, a couple small ones, and then I actually found this massive one. It's huge, but we have a really nice peak on the top of our carport of our house, and I think it'd be beautiful to have a wreath up there. So I'm hoping I have space for that as well. So you're gonna need some wreath frames, some handy clippers. I have these ones. My husband gave me a couple of really good ones, heavy duty ones. And then you're gonna need some wire as well. Last year I used like a floral wire and it was okay, but I actually, hope this will come out. Yeah, this is a 10-pound test. 10-pound test. I just grabbed it from our local hardware store, and it works really good because what you'll see, but you have to wrap it around quite a bit, and you want to be able to bend it really easily, but you also want to be able to give it a good snip when it's time. You're also going to need, let me take you with me here. Can you see? You're going to need a lot of Christmas greens. So we went up a couple of weeks ago and got all of these, and I like this. Juniper is absolutely amazing. Look at, oh, it's prickly. It's got beautiful little berries in it. So I've got juniper, I've got some fir, spruce, pine, a little bit of more juniper over there, cedar, windshield washer fluid, and then of course the Oregon grape, which kind of looks a little bit like holly. So I'm gonna start by cutting everything to size. That's probably one of the biggest parts of the job, is just cutting it to size. And then I'll just kind of give you a little tutorial of what I like to do to make a wreath. So I hope you enjoy. And Merry Christmas. I feel very Christmassy today. Okay, I got a lot of greens cut. I still have a little bit left, but I'm just gonna go use them as I need them. I think I didn't get enough pine or cedar, but I have a ton of like fir spruce and a ton of juniper, which last year I didn't have a ton of juniper. Ooh, I got a sniffly nose. But I'm just gonna work with what I have and give you a little bit of a tutorial of how I do it. So I set the camera there. Okay. So like I said, you're gonna need a wreath frame. You're gonna need some good wire. I might even see, we'll see. Some good wire, your handy dandy clippers. And what I do is I just like to start with like the longest, tallest piece first. And I usually do a lot more cutting as I go. So I start with the tallest piece first. So I make kind of a, I guess you could call it like a bouquet. And then I just snip all the ends to be the same size. I can even go bigger than that. Put a little bit of juniper in there, and I just kind of layer it so that the nicest bit is up near the top like that. See? So then you're going to take your wire, this wire here, and I just wrap it around the branches, and then you're going to take your frame and you're going to lay it into your frame like that. So this is why I'm going to need to take my wire out. And you wrap it around your frame nice and tight, nice and secure. Just like that. So it's not going anywhere. It's kind of laying sideways on the frame. So you just do that a bunch of times. So you grab some more pieces, juniper, cedar. I usually like cedar at the back because it lays so flat. Just like that. I usually take off any, can't even see me, any brown bits. And make another bouquet. And then again, snip your ends to be somewhat the same. And then this time, instead of wrapping this before, I actually just layer it. Sorry, I got lots of traffic today. Layer it directly over top of your other one. See how I did that there? So you're gonna want to, maybe I can, there's my first one. Like this. I'm gonna take my second bouquet of greens and lay it, which side was up? Right over top of that, like that. And again, nice and tight. Tight to your frame. Just like that. So you can't even see the ends of the second one. Now it doesn't have to be perfect at this point, just keep going, okay? So I'm gonna do a bunch and time lapse it, and I'll come back in a bit. So I am down to my last bunch here. It's really hard to see. I'm really sorry for that. But you can kind of see I have my wreath. I might be able to put two more on here actually. So your last one, you kind of want it to be nice and full, especially around this area. Not too many long stems. Definitely gonna have to clean my husband's truck out for him when we're done. So as you can kind of see here, I have a gap. This is my last one I put on. Maybe a little bit closer, maybe. So this is the last one that I put on the wreath. I have a bit of a gap here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna stick this one, yeah, I'm gonna do 2 more. Right over top and almost underneath the very first one that we put on. And then it gets a little bit finicky at the end here. I really want it to be nice and tight. Just like that. And you see I have room for 1, maybe even 2 more. Oh, famous last words, hey? So get them nice and full and bushy, big. Pieces of pine in there. Just like that. And again, snip your ends. I like leaving this part on because it just kind of fills it out a little bit on that part. Okay, and then I'm gonna find my hole. See, there's a hole right there. And there. So, you see I'm tucking it like right there. Okay. This is really hard with only 2 hands. Okay. So right there and like right underneath the very first one we put down, nice overlap. I'm definitely not gonna forget quit my day job and film wreath making tutorials. Okay. Sometimes what you have to do is just kind of bend that original one up a little bit. I'm not going to cut my wire off yet, but just to give you an idea. That's how she looks. So now what I can do is I can go in and just move my boughs around a bit if I need to. Sometimes I'll come and see like this is kind of a sparse spot, so I might even put 1 more clump in there, or I can even just grab some more spruce or cedar or something and tuck that in as well. But I think I might put 1 more clump because this one I did do it pretty tight. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So that's kind of the idea of what you do. And then at the end you just cut your wire and just tuck it really, really tight in the back of the wreath frame. So that's 1 of 4 that I'm gonna do today. And I still have a ton of greens left. You end up making a huge mess, but that's half the fun, right? So my legs are freezing. The hot chocolate is delicious. I didn't add any Fireball today, but I should have. And I'm loving the Christmas music. So I will show you the final product at the end. I am frozen. I have like little frost bits in my hair. I'm almost done. I have a great big wreath done for the top of our house. And I'm gonna just go see my husband in the shop and see if he can help me hang it. It's kind of warm in here. Hi, Coppers! Hi, Annie! Oh, it's very nice and warm in here. Hi, buddy. So I just got all the wreaths done that I wanted to do. I wish I had the bigger frames because last year I did the big frames for everybody's doors, but this year I could only find one, and then like I said, my girlfriend kept the one, and then we did the great big one on top of the garage, which I'm so excited about. I wish I would have put lights on it, or I have a big red bow and I wish I would have got my husband to put the bow on it while he was up the ladder, but after the fact it was just too late. So my job now is to go and play Wreath Fairy, and I know one of my girlfriends is not home and the other one might be, but I'm gonna try filming putting the wreath on their door, kind of like a Nicky Nicky 9 door thing, like I did last year. They had no idea they were coming, so yeah, COVID friendly, but a little bit of a Wreath Fairy drop off, so I'm gonna take you along with me. It has been such an incredible day today. I am very tired out. It's just about dinner time. I feel almost completely thawed from being outside in the cold, sitting by the fire, heating up, and my husband and I, we got some appetizers while we were in town getting groceries today. So I think that's gonna be our dinner. We were thinking of putting the tree up this evening, but it's quite tight still from being tied up. So I think we might just put it in its stand and let it drink some water and relax for the evening, and hopefully decorate it sometime tomorrow. I just wanted to say that I had so much fun today with the wreath making. It brings me so much joy to do that, to gift them to some friends, and it was really cool to kind of film a bit of a tutorial. I'm not a pro by any means, but this is just how I was taught to do it, and I hope that it inspires some of you to create or make your own wreath, and if you do, I would love to see them. Send them to me or tag us on Instagram or whatever you might want to do. It's yeah, it's just really lots of fun, and it gets me in the Christmas spirit, holiday mood. I wish I could deliver a wreath to each and every single one of your doorsteps, but of course the means are not there. But yeah, thanks again for watching along. I know there was not a lot of knitting content today, just one of those days, and I hope to maybe film myself getting my Advent skein stripe done later. But that being said, I've had the camera out a lot today, and it will be nice just to kind of sit back and enjoy the moment as well. So thank you again for watching along. It is very fun to create some content and to share it. I hope that this comfort and joy of the season that I experienced today has somehow absorbed into you through the YouTube. And yeah, hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Thanks for watching.